Welcome to 24 Hours In, the series where I visit different places around the world and try and find the best spots for you to go to. This includes one paid activity, one free activity, lots of good food and accommodation. Let's get going. Bath is the largest city in the county of Somerset, England, known for and named after its Roman-built baths. The city became a World Heritage Site in 1987. It is one of 10 English cities visited the most by overseas tourists, and there are so many things to do, including the spas, canal boat tours, Royal Crescent, Bath Skyline, parade gardens, Royal Victoria Park, shopping. There are honestly so many things to do, so let's get going. That bread. Oh. I love mozzarella. That's a bit extravagant. That's good as well. This is good place. This is where it's at. So we've just finished lunch. Was delicious. And now we're going to go to the hotel. It's very pretty, beautiful space, lovely people. Let's carry on our jaunt. Everything is beautiful. It looks like everything is from Bridgerton. Even though I've never actually seen Bridgerton, but I just imagine that this is what things in Bridgerton look like. So this is the main street where like Roman baths are and everything, and then literally the hotel is just here. It's so ideally located. Really nice.
Wow.
There's a bar.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't think there would be a bar. Sweet.
So cute.
Wow, that's a lovely little bed. So high up. You can just hop right onto that. Oh, it's bouncy. Oh, this is a bit sweet, isn't it? And the spa is included in the stay. For free, you can stay at the spa. Or not for free, it's included. Hang on, that's not my name.
Mrs. Cutcliffe. Yeah, welcome.
You know it's actually illegal
to open other people's posts. Yeah, but there's no address on it. I don't know if that's all
well,
right.
I don't know what to do.
Open it.
Was it just the previous guest didn't use it?
Probably. Open it.
I got Mrs. Cutcliffe.
Complimentary minibar.
They've even given us fizzy drinks. How sweet. That's so cute. What the heck? We'll do a proper room tour later. But we're just going to get settled. Oh, to be honest, I'm going to go to the spa now.
These things and never pleasing to look at. Everyone looks grotesque in here. But the bathroom's really nice. Now we are going to go on to our first activity of the day. So we're going to go for our paid activity first, which is the Roman bath. I just like every single thing here. But anyway, we are now going to go for our free activities. We've had a little reverb. And we're going to go to one of the galleries, which is called the Victoria Art Gallery. There's quite a lot. There's so much to do in Bath. I don't think it's going to be possible. To be honest, even if you just walked around, like there are so many things to just see. You don't even have to go anywhere to just see things. Absolutely getting the angles, as they should. So we're walking to the gallery, but I just want to show Honor the wonderful bridge that holds many, many secrets. So she's about to get her mind blown. She doesn't even know what she's about to see. No, Honor, it's not even gotten to the good part yet.
It's such a nice sight.
It's gorgeous. It's really. Oh, wait for it. There it is. Look how beautiful. The wind cut my mic out, but what I was saying is the bridge is one of only 4 in the world that has both shops and restaurants located across the whole of the bridge. You know when I was young, I went through a phase of wanting to get dusted in that.
Do you know what? I'm not surprised.
And a farmer. Just finished at the bridge, oogling at its splendour and its beauty. It's genuinely, I feel like I could sit here for 5 minutes. They need a cafe spot right here,
Yeah.
don't they? But we're going to go to the gallery now, see how that is. I don't think I went to the gallery last time, but apparently it's a good one. It's got 3.5 stars on TripAdvisor. Not the best, not the worst. Lo and behold, there is a cute cafe spot. So if you want to have a nice look over there, you want to get yourself to that cafe. This has got to be done. Look at him go. What's he painting? He's seen better days.
Oh, whoa, sorry.
Whoa.
His arm looks like a baguette. Oh, was that it? Oh, yay. Oh.
I mean, it's quite jam-packed in there. I feel like I want to know more about this. I love.
Okay, I'll tell you about Delft ware. So I went to Delft in Holland.
Oh, right.
And all the detail, all the paintings in this blue colour. But they have people and painters to this day sit there and hand paint it, and you are like a professional Delft painter, and it's from the town of Delft.
I feel like I want a little like fact file here. What have we here? It looks like the guinea pigs in Peppa Pig's Fun Adventures. Have you seen it? Yeah. If you had to pick one glass to have, this is my favourite game. I do it with candles, I do it with everything. What glass would you have? She's got tea in the morning, wine at night. I just want to know how this came about and who thought it was a good idea on a stormy day to paint this and who bought the dog. I think this is my favourite. I love this. When my back hurts. The amount of reviews that I looked at when I was coming to Bath was ridiculous, and there are so many good coffee shops and little bakeries and things like that, and this was one that had really good reviews. Good coffee?
Brilliant. I've had excellent coffee here.
Yeah, Bath really know what they're doing with their coffee.
No, they do.
The people have retreated because it is absolutely chucking it down, but not to fear. We did go into TK Maxx and get £3 kids umbrellas. So we are
When in doubt,
protected, and we're gonna go and have a walk around Bath, and we're gonna go and see the Royal Crescent and all of basically the gorgeous architecture that is around. Look at these, are they limestone bricks, I want to say? I love that shop, I love the look of it. Should we go in? It's bringing the countryside. Come to Bath because the estate agents have done three things. We're on the descent to the Crescent and the circus. Don't be shy, guys. That's where we're going for dinner. If I don't have a door like this when I'm older, I don't want a door. Okay, we seem to have upgraded the door, and this is the type of door. Look at the knocker. Did you know Honor's granddad was in
My
Oliver?
great aunt and my great uncle.
Were the milkmaids or something?
Yeah, my great aunt was the milkmaid, and they go, any milk?
And that's what I sang in my school performance in year 6.
Racing. And then my great uncle was, you know, the bit where he's asking if they've run away from the police, and he goes, there he is. That guy.
And doesn't it really look like that? Oh, look at this artsy shot. Yet again, the guinea pigs in Peppa Pig vibes. So we are here at the wonderful Royal Crescent. We're actually going to take a look at the museum. This wasn't supposed to be our paid activity, but we love a history moment. So we're going to have a look in there, and we'll probably find out more about what this old thing behind us is. Number 1 stands at the cornerstone of one of the Royal Crescent, built by John Wood the Younger between 1767 and 1774. It is one of the most significant urban architectural achievements of the 18th century. I quite enjoyed being able to walk around number 1, the Royal Crescent, because it was interesting as they had little facts about each room and what happened in the day there and how people lived in it, and I just find it so interesting knowing what went on in this house, and it holds so much history. It's also quite interesting because it went through a lot of change of ownership, which tended to reflect what was going on in society at the time. And my favourite thing was obviously visiting the kitchen to see how they worked in there. And this was a little bit of sugarcane. We're on Quiet Street, and I have to say, it is quiet. It's very quiet, so we need to be quiet. Look, there's Quiet Street coffee. We need a little snack. In true Grace fashion, the bakery that I wanted to visit was shut, but it's an excuse to come back to Bath and give it another go another time. And you bet your bottom dollar I'm definitely going to come back because I love it so much here. Right, so we're back from our ablutions, and as you can see, I am dressed and ready for the spa. So part of the hotel includes the mineral spas, which are apparently a charm of Bath, and apparently we're about to get a whole lot healthier because, as we learnt just now, the spas had health benefits or something. Always feels fun walking around in a dressing gown. Where's the lift? Oh, here we go. Now, the particular spa at our hotel had a main pool, which was obviously like normal chlorine, but then it also had some of the mineral spas, and it had a sauna and a steam room, and it was really fun because it had this little itinerary of how they used to do it back in the Roman days of when the original mineral baths were used. I'm no scientist, so I'm not going to go into the great depths of explaining how the hot springs in Bath work and the mineral baths and things, so you can look into that if you really want to. But we just followed the routine that they recommended, which was starting off in the mineral baths, getting super hot, then going into the cold shower. Then there was also this Georgian hot chocolate to try, and we also went into the sauna and the steam room, and it was so much fun. This was a really, really lovely experience, which I cannot recommend enough. We are in the spa. It is so flipping nice, and it's so fun to come back. But this is included in the hotel. What the heck? There's 2 different saunas. There's a steam room. There's ice challenge, ice bucket challenge. There's like chocolate drinks. There's the main spa. There's the thermal baths. There's literally so flipping much, and I don't know if you can hear, but there's classical music happening. Classical music just elevates anything, and that's actually something. When we got into our rooms, there was classical music playing on the radio, I wish classical music was everywhere. Don't you think they should do it in tubes? Classical music?
Abso-flippin'-lutely.
Also, actually, fun fact, they did a trial where they put classical music on in McDonald's around the world, around England, to see if it had an effect on the party goers. And it had a positive impact. I just love classical music. Anyway. Oh, and also free water and these little cold flannels that you can put on your face, which I've obviously done. I've done everything that I need, apart from the steam room, because they freak me out.
Can you use it?
And they've got all this stuff, look, even Bioderma. How amazing is that? Deodorant, towels, little stations to get ready, hair dryer, a Dyson, and me. I'm having a great time. It's a lovely spa. Right, we have just got back from the wonderful spa experience, which was honestly great. But we've come back and we seem to have, obviously we've got this wine with this little tiny scarf on, but then we also have just come back and there's a whole other bottle. So that's a bit fun. Why have we got 2 bottles? I am still really sad that we didn't get to go to my bakery and that I wanted to try, but hopefully tomorrow we can fit it in.
Comptoir cuisine.
This place was so phenomenal. First of all, the service was incredible. Second of all, the food was out of this world. It was so good. The olives were amazing. And then we had like some French bread and some cheese and a little bit of garlic. And these fried prawn balls, which were so good. I don't even really like prawns, but they put something in these prawn balls that just absolutely hit the spot. We also had these cod eclairs, some sea bass, and then we just kept the plates coming because we just wanted to try everything, and everything was as delicious as I thought it would be because the reviews for this place were so good. So I really recommend. After we went to dinner, we journeyed to Sally Lunn, which is where the famous Sally Lunn buns come from, but they had sold out. So don't worry, we do end up going tomorrow. This is the oldest house in the whole of Bath. Did you know that? But as I said, you'll find out more tomorrow, where we do go and eventually get the Sally Lunn buns. Onwards home. Good morning, everyone. We've had a great sleep. This bed is phenomenal. It is so soft and luxurious. It's just like, actually the softest, squidgiest beds I've ever slept in. Plan of action today. Plans have changed, but that's all about when you go away. Especially when you've only got 24 hours in a city. You just have to make plans work. And obviously, a few places were shut yesterday in our plans. So, we're going to try and cram in as much as we can today, but still enjoy it, you know? So let's go and get some breakfast. We're just going to grab something quick, but there are a few breakfast spots that I have found, but we're going to have something quick today because we're going to go to the spa again before we leave, because you've got to absolutely maximise everything at the hotel.
So we're off to breakfast. We found a little spot called Wild Cafe, and it's all like locally sourced, seasonal ingredients. You can get pancakes, you can get fry up. Also, there are so many good breakfast options here, so it's just hard to know what to do and where to go. It was really like picking the best of the best bunch. You know, people say the best of a bad bunch, not here. No, you can forget it. The best of the best bunch.
And the great thing is, when you're walking around, you just come across things. Like, what the heck? What's this? This looks amazing. And I love that. In Bath, there's just so many little nooks and crannies everywhere you look. We went to the spa again and had such an amazing time. Honestly, this spa in the hotel was such a nice addition, and I finally tried the Georgian hot chocolate, which I didn't love, I won't lie. And the spa has one of these things, which for some reason just brings me so much joy when you can dry your swimming costume. I just think that's the most genius thing. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely phenomenal. We just had a wonderful time at the spa. Fantastic.
Sorry to interrupt. You look radiant.
Stop it.
No, you're glowing.
Stop. It's the spa. It's the mineral baths or whatever it is. But now we're going to go to the oldest house in the whole of Bath. And they do these things called the Sally Lunn bun. So we need to see if they're good. Apparently they have cinnamon butter. We tried to go last night, but alas. So let's see if they're any good or not. I have a feeling in my head, right, they're going to be overrated. But I'm ready to be wowed.
And just having that thing where I wish that we had way more time. 24 hours is not enough. That's the whole point of this series, to see what are the good things and not so good things that you can do in 24 hours. And see, just look at this. Sorry, does it not look like I am in Bridgerton? Look at this.
Now it is. You can't even tell the difference.
We continued to browse around on our way to Sally Lunn's, and we found this really great bookshop, which actually I went into in my Edinburgh vlog. I don't know if you remember that, but we just carried on browsing and had a really good time. There's so much to see in Bath. So we finally arrived at Sally Lunn's, and as I already said, this is one of the oldest houses in Bath, and apparently this is where the icon of the first ever Bath bun was created. Now there normally is a massive queue outside, but that tends to be for the restaurant, so you can just go straight down to the shop, and there's a little bit where you can view what the bakery used to be like, and you can just buy your Sally Lunn bun and your cinnamon butter, and you don't tend to have to wait for that section. Well, I didn't have to anyway, but it was really interesting because obviously this was where the bun was first created, and now it's obviously world renowned. And I actually took the Sally Lunn bun home, and I was told that you toast it, then put the cinnamon butter on, and then toast it again, so it kind of goes a little bit caramelized. Now I won't lie, I didn't think it was the most amazing thing I've ever eaten. It did kind of just taste like some white bread. But the cinnamon butter, however, was truly delicious. And it was fun to get to experience it. But I don't know if I would be running back to get one again. We just went in here, had the time of our lives. Staff were lovely, cash only, but fret not, I made it work.
Be a flipping comedy.
It was wonderful, and now I think... Where are they going? I think we're going to go to the Abbey now. Oh, God. To get lunch now. We've just quickly basically looked at reviews of the area that we're in, and hopefully we can get a seated place at this place called should I say place one more time? At this place called Frampton's.
There it is.
Yeah, it's just here. Although it doesn't look like it doesn't look like it's open. Frampton's is shut, so we're going for Joya. An experience every steak lover should try. This place was so much fun. So they do Italian food, but they also do this thing called the hot stone experience, where you basically cook your meat the way that you like it. So you can choose the cut of steak that you want, if you want a sauce with it, and if you want a flavoured butter and a flavoured salt. But can we just have a moment for these olives? Biggest olives I've ever had in my life. And the bread was phenomenal. And the calamari. This was just a really great time. I don't know if it's because we were so hungry. But anyway, you get your steak and you cook it yourself in front of you. So the steak comes a little bit pre-cooked and then you chop it up and then cook it. And it's so perfectly juicy and it was just so much fun. I really can't recommend it enough. And the chips were really good too, which is always a bonus.
I just like want to just turn the sun up. Do you know what I mean? So this is the parade garden, but we don't have time to look around the parade garden. So we won't be looking around the parade garden. Oh, they've got an event. Do you reckon that's the wedding?
Obviously had to visit the sweet shop because what is a British holiday without going to an old-fashioned sweet shop? And then we also had to go back to the Bath Abbey shop because there were two things I need to pick up. This mug that I am now obsessed with and this little tiny mouse bookmark, which I don't know why I just fell in love with. But do not fret because this is just the beginning of our 24 Hours In series. So come back, subscribe if you want to make sure that you stay posted of all of the different 24 Hours series because I have been around all of England filming these and I hope you enjoy. Can't wait for you to see them.